Lawrence, what would you do if you had $1 million?
I'll tell you what I'd do, man. 2 chicks at the same time, man.
That's it? You had $1 million, you'd do 2 chicks at the same time?
What I think is an American dream.
That's a loaded question.
I still think a man can do anything.
I probably have a different American dream than you or him or anybody else, you know?
Now I'm working every day in Vegas, and I get to do my own show, and I'm selling tickets, and this is what I've dreamed about since I was a little kid.
My American dream is to be happy. To own a theater. Money. Lots of money.
Have a comfortable job and just a happy family.
Just to be self-sufficient, have what you want, do what you want.
Stay young.
Find a decent job.
I've never really had an American dream.
Make enough money to call my father up and tell him, Dad, you can retire.
To live on Venice Beach, out in the skate shop.
To own my own business.
Happy, safe life.
To express yourself without any persecution.
Stay out of war.
Live in peace and have freedom and stuff without, terrorist attacks.
No drama, just peace.
To be happy, and I am happy.
I would like to live on my own island. That's my American dream.
I've always wanted to be a mortician. I don't know why.
Have that perfect guy.
That's mine.
That sounds good. To be really rich. Yeah, oh yeah. Marry a rich guy.
It's to have 2 chicks in the back of a limousine headed to California.
Live happy.
If you work very hard and if you were a little bit lucky, that things will be fine for you and better for your children.
And that project is interrupted by the Great Depression and the Second World War.
No, sir. All this can't keep a fella from putting down his ideas. Something is going to add up here. His own air-conditioned castle with a deep freeze. Cooler for beer. Great big lawn where Bet and Bubsy will welcome him home. Veterans Emergency Housing Program is launched to help solve the housing emergency in hundreds of cities. The target, 2,700,000 homes and apartments started by the end of 1947.
This is the payoff to our soldiers who fought in World War II. You get to come home. You don't have to live in a city anymore. You can live in a brand new home in the suburbs, and you're going to have a wife who can stay at home and a family, and that's the payout. And that became a packaged American dream, but it's only a post-World War II American dream. It's not the true American dream of anybody can make it.
It takes a while for a young couple to realize all they're in for when they buy a house or when they have a baby. And when they buy a house and have a baby. So hardly realizing it, they come into their purchasing stage and are off on a wild, non-stop ride. It's a happy-go-spending world, reflected in the windows of the suburban shopping centers where they go to buy. The shopping centers see these young adults as people whose homes are always in need of expansion. People who buy in large quantities and truck it away in their cars.
This is the only part of the world at that time where, plumbers and pipe fitters and sheetrock hangers could own their own home. The middle class is going to go basically from the wino level clear up to, the doctors and the dentists. And everybody will be included.
You'll find a scene like this in nearly every village, town, and city throughout the country. For in the hopes and dreams of everyone, there's a home they can call their own. Home brings a sense of security to a man. And to every woman, her home means a setting for gracious living.
And we'll have the living room right in here.
And a kitchen right here so we can see the children playing in the yard. And we have shrubbery, of course, right along in here. And, oh, darling, it's going to be just perfect, just perfect, just perfect.
It was palpably available to people, and now it's just not.
You know, we're actually now leaving behind this tremendously affluent period when we had all this great wealth. We're now entering a period when we're going to just have less money and less ability to invest in the future. So I think that what we're going to see is a lot more kind of provisional, impromptu kind of behavior. You know, people sort of making do the best they can with the remnants of what remains.
Great crises, by definition, are problems that got ignored until they were enormous problems. Can any individual solve the problem on a... No. It takes a massive collective wake-up.
Here's something kind of puzzling. The nation is in a recession, but the polls showed that more people think they've achieved the American dream now than had 4 years ago. Why is that? Experts say that when times are hard, people shift their definition of the American dream. It becomes more about values like freedom and opportunity, and less about things like material success.
I appreciate the tenor of the conversations. I think it will actually yield results before the end of the year, and I look forward to continuing this dialogue in the months ahead. Thank you very much, everybody.